baseline pass, going on his head. Drives and charge with no regard for human life.
Driven to center field. Ball game over. Played here by Danny Heatley, and out they come 2-on-1. This is Niederreiter holding onto it, and he scores! Nino Niederreiter wins the series for the Minnesota Wild. Rudolph up here at the top. Cousins throws. Pass is caught for the win. Kyle Rudolph and the Vikings are moving on. Buxton with a deep blast to center field, to the wall, and off the wall, away from Pollock. Buxton to third. He's being waved around. Throw to the plate is not in time. An inside the park home run for Byron Buxton. In the Arctic air of November 2018, there are new axe handlers on the move. Minnesota claims Paul Bunyan's axe for the first time in 15 years.
What is up? What did you guys think about that intro?
Damn,
That was-
creativity at the
Holy shit.
max.
That was pretty solid, I gotta say.
Yeah, that was I am kind of proud of that. I called it. I'm so proud of it. I named it "Dope Ass Intro."
How much did you pay
Wow.
the editor?
Nothing,
How
because
long-
I was the editor.
How long did it take you to find anything from Kirk Cousins that was good?
30 seconds,
Yeah, okay,
because I knew
yeah.
exactly what
Yeah,
play I was thinking about. Originally, I wanted to do the Adam Thielen deep throw to get him to like the 2-yard line, but then I was like, well, that's not the game winner. That was like the setup for the game winner. And then there was the Dalvin Cook run that lost him a couple yards, and then that play happened. So
Well, Brian, you know it's at least as long as his time with the Redskins,
Right.
because he obviously didn't do shit there.
you mean the Cleveland football team?
He won a division title there.
The Cleveland Hockey Rangers.
Won a division title, though.
Yeah.
But who has... Everybody wins that division. So,
Yeah, that's like flip a coin.
Yeah.
You're all 8-8.
So
They haven't... What, last time anybody repeated there was like 2004 or something, or...
So all the clips in there probably are copyrighted, so we can't put any ads on this episode. I'm not trying to go to court.
Well, if we give credit to him, can we? Do you
Well,
think
it
we'll
was
be
Fox Sports, Valley Sports, North, aka Sinclair,
the NFL.
NFL, MLB, NBA, Kevin Harlan. Who else? Timberwolves, Wild. I think the Wild
Joe
one
Buck.
was
Joe Buck.
TSN. So TSN. Who else?
Joe Buck.
Just
Fox
saying, I think we're
Sports.
just trying to cover whatever base we can. So
Well, then Jack Buck. What was 1991?
that was Jack Buck. Yep.
Yeah.
That would have
We'll
been
see you
probably
tomorrow
like
night.
that probably would have been like NBC back then.
Yeah. So everybody, let's just say NBC, CBS, ABC,
Fox.
Fox, ESPN, TSN, Valley Sports North,
Fox Sports North.
Fox Sports North. Even if you didn't have any credit whatsoever, now you got credit for
Yep.
it. None, surprise, surprise, none of those were us saying any of that.
Or our plays on the field.
Yeah. Or
I'm not
the
athletic
or
enough.
the team that we own, or the broadcasting company we do not own. That's all them.
Just famous, famous cause of Minnesota sports right there.
Yeah, I figured that would be a nice pump up. Like, let's go, kind of wake you up a little bit.
Yeah, something in this dull summer of no sports to watch.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna give them a reason to watch sports. You know why?
The Olympics are coming.
2026 Winter Olympics, Milan, Italy.
I
We're
hear
going,
ya.
boys. We are going.
Yep.
We-
Been stretching all week. Let's get it.
Book your tickets on Delta or whoever. I don't care. We are. I don't know. Delta. I don't know. You'd have to go to like Atlanta or New York to go to Rome.
Yeah,
or,
but then
or
you're
flying Milan direct. Probably out of like Chicago with Alitalia.
Yeah, I did. That's what we did, wasn't
Yep.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Alitalia
Alitalia.
to probably like Milan, I think. So
But Alitalia was bought out by Delta because it was a Italian-owned airline
And it was
Italian
shit.
government-owned, and
Oh,
they
it
were
was
losing.
garbage.
yeah, it was a
It was the
shit
worst.
airline. Eric
Yeah.
and I will attest to it.
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Alitalia years ago.
It was
no,
like
4 years
flying
ago.
Spirit for 12, 13 hours or something.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
with all your best friends that you don't like.
Yeah, that was. I did not get to go to that trip. So lucky you guys.
I mean, no, we were all like good friends here, but frankly, after like hour 9 or so, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't need to hear about
I'm
what girl
smelling
you
all
like.
of your farts too much on this plane.
Well, you're
so-
like what in Europe for a week? I feel like with the same people, I feel like you get old.
It was like
especially
10 days.
especially with the traveling and the time differences.
by like
and-
the last day or something, I think a lot of us were ready to go back. So
Yeah.
Everybody except for the guy that already got kicked out.
yeah,
Yeah, sucker.
go home and just ignore each other for a month just to kind of decompress of having to travel with those people for 10 days. So yeah, I understand that. Like my family trip for the 4th of July coming up in Wisconsin, I guarantee you I'm going to be like, after that, I'm not going to see my family for like a month. Just like a whole weekend, 3-4 days is going to be enough. There's too much going on. So yeah. Speaking of Wisconsin, we're still talking about the Olympics. Curling. Yeah, I
Yeah.
reached out to the curling club here in town.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I signed up for their newsletter and I gave them my email and emailed my interest, and they said
write him a check.
no. They said they will.
PayPal.
They said they will email me when it's when they have another class.
They taking Dogecoin or
I don't know. $37 for a 2-hour class, and
Yeah,
they,
that's fine.
and they provide all the equipment for the class, so you don't got to worry about that.
well, I don't have like a 50-pound rock sitting. Well, I'm sure I do
Well,
actually.
so the
but,
guy,
yeah.
the guy that I work with, he's a curler for 30 years. Actually, is on a curling team with 2 former Olympians, and so he was telling me. I was asking about leagues and everything and how that works. He goes, "You provide your own broom and your own shoes, but obviously the rocks
rocks
are
are-
provided. So it's not like bowling where you got to buy your own ball and all that shit.
Yeah, it would get.
So the rocks
we
are
don't really
provided
buy the ball in bowling, but
for a bowling league. Yeah.
Bowling
bowling
Yeah.
leagues, yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
that's
but,
what we're
yeah.
talking about, leagues. So he said if you want to do like classes and like lessons and all that, then yeah, everything's provided, but it's preferred that you bring your own shit, so you're used to playing with your own equipment when you sign up for a league.
Mhm.
But he, so I did a lot of research on curling. One, it was a Scotland invented sport.
That makes sense.
Look at that. Scotland's got golf and curling. Which you all got? Jack shit. That's right.
Well, who are we talking about?
I don't know.
Who?
We're looking at you, England.
Like,
All right.
Name a sport you invented. Cricket, who gives a fuck? Rugby, who gives a 2 shits?
I'm sure we could find a whole bunch back in the day there, but
Yeah.
No. I don't know. So, yeah, that whole...
we're looking at you, Zimbabwe.
Yeah. Chad.
Printing money.
Yeah.
No, so that whole... I feel like I'm just like everybody else where, like, you think curling was invented in Canada because, you know, they had hockey and then it's another ice sport and... So, yeah.
Well, that'd be stupid because Canada's not that old.
You're not that
you
old.
think
Well,
it'd be older.
again, the Scotch were probably so drunk here they found a patch of ice and a giant rock. It says like, we can do something with this.
Are you sure my spirit animal wasn't the first moment of curling? A walrus on an ice?
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember
Iceberg.
that. The one that broke off from Greenland and ended up in Ireland.
I was the
3
first
tons
moment
of
of
raw
curling.
sexual
I was
aggression.
born for it.
Yeah. So secondly, the ice is pebbled. It's not smooth. It's like pebbled. So it has like a kind
Little
of
bubbles?
yeah, kind of like a little bumpy surface, like it's braille on ice.
Yeah.
That sounds like a shitty like ice skating routine.
Sounds dangerous, actually. Yeah.
It's just a bunch of blind people doing figure skating routines to Disney music. Braille on ice.
Choose your difficulty.
God.
I want the one where it fucks me up.
No, so and then I was like watching videos on like technique and everything. So the little like sprinter starting thing, you know, where sprinters put their feet in
Yeah.
to push off of. So the thing in curling, that one's called the hack, and you got to square your shoulders to where you want the rock to go to, and then as you push off from the hack, if you're a right-handed shot, your left foot will slide in underneath you, and that's the shoe that has the Teflon underneath it. And then you just got to make a perfect line with your shoulders lightly holding the rock and keeping your foot underneath you, that's bearing all your weight in line with where you wanted to shoot at. Like the broom out to your side.
I see me snapping a tendon. I'm just gonna.
Well, and then
or a ligament.
I did see you're allowed to do a standing throw in curling. So your broom has a attachment that holds on to the handle of the rock, and you can do a walking throw. That's
Yeah,
legal.
but that doesn't give you that nice view like in golf when you're putting.
Yeah.
I do remember at when the Super Bowl was up here, they had like the Super Bowl Live little week-long event deal or something. I
Yeah.
went down, and they had a little, like a miniature, little like curling
That'd
rink
be
or
fun.
something. It wasn't like, I think it was like synthetic ice or something. Sorry, knocked the microphone. But yeah, they just kind of had you just sit there, like just stand there or in like the pose, and you like just hurled it. Like you didn't actually give it like a real.
You weren't
Like
trying.
push-up.
It was just like.
No, it was just something fun you could do or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ooh, you gotta put a little, put a
Well,
little
I-
mustard on that hot
I
dog
think
to get it going.
I think
Oh, yeah?
I think it said it was 20 kilos, which
That should be like 40 pounds. Isn't
yeah,
it?
about 44 pounds.
Yeah.
You can
Just saying
tell
that-
Brian's
oh,
from Wisconsin when he measures his force by hot dogs,
No, you brought for that one.
Yeah,
so.
brats.
mustard.
Yep, you just got. You
Dogs.
really gotta get a little mustard on that thing. Some spicy mustard.
So going back to Wisconsin, because I earlier said, speaking of Wisconsin, Nakada, is that how you call it? Nakada? The what I was
Nacida,
texting?
I believe.
Nacida? Oh no, I was watching the
I feel like the one that you pronounce has to be very carefully pronounced.
Why? Nakada?
Yeah, just the first part of that.
Oh, okay, right. No, so I was watching the NASCAR truck racing yesterday, just for
Tony
funsies.
Tony Stewart's little thing.
No, the actual like NASCAR
Oh, okay.
affiliate, the actual like trucks that are racing. And this guy named Johnny Sauter almost wrecked somebody, and it popped up saying that he was from that town in Wisconsin. And I'm like, I never heard of that town.
Nacida, I believe. I think I've seen the sign to go to Nacida while going to like Madison through like Wisconsin Dells there.
Yeah, so I looked it up, and if your fist, your left hand is, if you pull down your fingers and stick out your thumb,
Right, like a
it looks like Wisconsin.
kinda.
Right where, like, kind of in the middle of your palm towards your wrist, that's where that town would be. It's it looked like about 35 minutes northwest of Wisconsin.
Yeah, kind of how
Dells.
Wisconsin will work. Like, you know, right here is Green Bay, right there's Milwaukee.
He's pointing to his hand on a audio
Yep.
Yep.
show, not a video
No, I'm
show.
showing you guys here.
Yeah, I
so.
know.
But yep, there's us.